The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space, we began our story creating a small settlement. We then moved to a new area under the watchful eye of the king. After gaining the king's approval, we then began cultivating Shady Acres. This was the end of Chapter 1. As we began Chapter 2, we started creating our third new town. We also began our first side story, focusing on a citizen named Cody Stone. We then went back to our main city and continued growing it. We practiced our traffic management by providing people with ways to get to their destinations in multiple cities around the world. We continued growing our population, created a shopping center, and our transportation network ended up earning us a bit of money over time. For our next side story, we traveled to another brick in the mall to create a shopping center focused on a fast food restaurant within our city. After getting close to going bankrupt, we then traveled to a new place, learning different food recipes and starting our new restaurant. We continued growing the city by adding multiple tree farms up on a hill, more to our education system, and also general population growth, like a new neighborhood. We then took 50 days to build up a trading card shop. We continued to grow our population. We also moved around the different types of industries we had close to the downtown area. And we also bought up more map tiles so that we could move our main industrial area further away from the downtown area. Our second to last side story took us to Hitman Word of Assassination. In Hitman, we followed Agent 47 as he took out wanted people within our city. We then went to Prison Architect to create our city's prison that would be strong enough to hold 600 prisoners and Agent 47, the most dangerous hitman our town has seen. After the city's prison was completed, we then watched Agent 47 complete his final mission, which ended up with him getting caught and thrown into prison. We then added to the city by making a hospital, upgrading our service and transportation areas, making a high school and city park, row housing to finish off downtown area, and we also moved our farming to 2 different new farmlands, the first of which we created a small town around. We then started our final side story by going back to another brick in the mall and creating a mall for our city. We started with a grocery store selling every item and then branched off into an actual mall with small stores selling niche goods, as well as having some specialty buildings. Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. We are in Chapter 2, The Modern Era. Today we are playing Software Inc. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do this one day, just to see how much I get, to go over what's in here. What we're focusing on, I should probably do it by name. So we have Audio Mixer 3, which has a lot in stock. Then we go to OS 2, which has 1,000. We should probably order some. Has 1,000. I'm going to order 1,000. Just in case. Incineratorium Deluxe is our first game. That still has 20,000, so it didn't really sell anything. I think we just created it when we finished last stream, so that's why it doesn't have much in it. It'll update after this month. And then everything else seems to either have a lot or just enough. So, get back into play. I want to try and earn money before we switch to a new place. Oh, I probably shouldn't have gotten any more copies for OS 2 since we're not holding support for it. I think I just ordered that for no reason. That's okay. Go to the next day. We lost money, apparently. Why is that? Did our game sell copies? It has active users. Sold 33,000 units, so we did go down in our stock, but not a lot. So, what we're going to do is... Well, this is almost to iteration 3. We could wait one more month until we get to iteration 3 and then change. Let's do that. Alright, we're in iteration 3. We could change now, but I'm going to wait until the end of the day, and then we'll switch over so that it's not messing up with their their day. Okay, so now we're gonna pause. We're gonna go to move company, and we're gonna order an empty plot. This is the generation string, so it's kind of like the seed, if you guys want to play on the same map. And then everything else, we're gonna keep the same. It costs us $50,000 to go here, and then we have to choose a specific plot, as far as I know. Or it gives us the plot. I thought we had to buy a plot. Could have sworn you can buy a plot and have like multiple buildings. There is a lot of parking in this area. Okay, anyway. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna make 4 rooms that are gonna be temporary, and then we will change them over time. What I have to do first is go here. Maybe this is what I had to do. Hold on. Because we can't build outside of this. How does one buy more area? I can only build in where the squares are. I can't build out here. But I should be able to, like, buy it or something. Usually I would click on a room and it would have a lease, but I don't see a lease thing here. So let's do temporary building here. And we will add a staircase to go up for extra rooms. We're going to put a glass door here. Is this even? It is, look at that. 6 on both sides. So we will then create a hallway around this door, I guess. Can't build rooms inside rooms. Okay. I should be able to do just a single wall. For some reason, it's staying on squares, and I don't know. This one? No, it's not that one. How do I do this? Because this isn't going to let me do it, is it? Oh, okay. You can't make a room in the center of another room. You have to go from the edge. And then we're going to add a door here, and another door here. And then, so that they have some light, we're going to add some windows. I'm just placing them randomly so that there's some amount of light in here. And then let's grab... Whoops, didn't mean to go out. We'll grab our tables and chairs. So we had 10 tables for each room. So if I go in the center here... we actually have a building that's quite large compared to how much room we need. So if I place a wall right in the center here, this could actually be split into 2 rooms instead of making it one team. That's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the economic chair. And then our computers. And then this is going to be for the coding team. And I see those items without having to go into a different tab. It doesn't look like it. Let's go in here. Then I should be able to see them down here at the bottom. So this is for the coding team, the programmers. They all get calculators. Okay, I am going to put this wall in. We have to go from the edge and go in. And the same over here, which I think is going to delete this window in the center. Or it doesn't. But now we need another window for these two rooms so that they're not super light. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is put all the chairs and computers in here. And then I'm going to copy everything, which I should have done for this table. I should have just copied everything here before I put the calculators on. So I want to select furniture types in this room, duplicate, and if I hold shift while I do this, it'll place it multiple times. I right-clicked instead. Okay. We want it here, and we want one here. And then I have to find a place to put staircase, which I think we'll put right here in the end of the hallway. So if I go up a floor, I should be able to place this outside. I can't. Good to know. Let's go back down, and we'll do the designers and artists. First I want to unclick those chairs. There we go. So they are going to both get the plaids. We'll just have to specify which one goes to where. And then the marketing team gets the phones. And the support team is also going to have the same thing. We just have to give them the same room. I go back to here and grab a door. I'm gonna put a door here and a door here. And then a staircase, which I want a staircase that turns on itself. Which I think I need to put the room upstairs first. So if we go up, we grab here to, I think right there. Nope, I was off by one. Let's grab you and bring you in one. And then we need to grab another wall, not right there. Cut off the hallway there. Now when we go down, we can put this in. This is actually a place for it to go to. Okay, door. Alright, we're gonna need a bathroom, somewhere for them to eat as well. So what I'm gonna do is add yet another room. Right here. This is where our marketing team is actually going to be. Bring this all the way out. Grab another door, place it here. Go downstairs. We want to grab everything in this room and duplicate it right there. But I actually want to move everything. Or do I? Oh, the walls are one in too far. Okay. So I do want to grab everything in here. And move it right there. Then we're gonna grab the walls. Move them out one. There we go. So this is gonna be the bathroom. We want windows for the other room though. If I grab this. 2 windows seems to be fine. Can I make the rest of the rooms look identical? I think we can go down here and just move windows. Apparently not. But how did I do this? I could have kept that last window I just deleted. We're doing it one in from the sides. I'll do the same thing over here, make so that when we do the upstairs windows, they're the same. Delete all these windows. Now looking up here, it should be identical, which it is. Nice. put these in here just so that I can see what I'm doing. But this is going to be the bathroom. Now for the hallway, we're going to put 2 windows like that. We're also going to need heating and air conditioning in here because they need temperature controlling. Let's go in here. We're going to go to the bathroom tab. And I think all I have to do is make different cubicles. So they're not going to stay like this because we're going to not have the windows in the same room. But if we do something like this and just make multiple of them next to each other, then we're going to grab a room and drag it out like this. And then we're going to need individual doors. And then they're going to need lights as well. We're going to do these little lights. We're going to place them right in front of the door. And then I'm going to delete this window. We don't want a window in the toilet. And then on the other side, we're also going to get rid of this window. And this is going to be where our showers are. So that some of our people who... One of the buffs... Or not buffs. One of the things that is a bad characteristic of our characters is that they come in smelly. So some of them will need to take a shower. And by doing this, we're giving them the option to. And then our doors. Our lights. And then in here, I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to put a light in the center. 1 light seems to be good enough for this area, and then against this wall is going to be a bunch of sinks. That's our bathroom. Keep trying to press escape to get out. Now, what I'm going to do on the other side is a spot for them to eat and a spot for cooks, because we're actually going to hire a cook to come in here. So if I grab here to here, and then grab it again to bring it over here. This one, we're actually going to put the windows back in. And then we need a door. Are the doors down here the same? They are not, so let's make them the same. That was the window. Okay, grab you, delete these 2. And I put windows in here too by accident, thinking I was doing doors. Okay, so in this little room here, we are going to do a break room. And I pretty much want to just put a big table for them to sit at to eat. And then we're also going to need a table for them to put food on for them to grab. So I will put a table here for them to eat at. We'll grab apparently multiple dining chairs. How do I get different kinds of dining chairs? Because we can see that the color, the picture of the image is changing. There's like 4 or 5 different chairs. Oh, right here. I wasn't even looking over here. Let's do this one. Looks like I can. And then we're going to put a couch. Well, 2 couches since I have enough room. Put them here. This is a break room after all. And then what I want over here against this wall is a table for us to put plates on. Because we're going to need some type of food plate. I don't remember what it was called. The cook makes the food, and then they put it on a plate, and that's how everyone grabs stuff. This isn't what I want, but we do need these. If I come in here and we put a few ovens or stoves, we will grab a few refrigerators as well. This is a very large kitchen. It's probably not going to stay this size. But what I want is the food plate. Is it this? Serving tray. There we go. So we put that there. The cook will come in here, they'll cook stuff, they'll bring it into there, and then our people take it from there and go and eat wherever they want. In here, I am also going to put in a few tables. Because we're going to have a couple mini fridges for anyone that wants to bring their own stuff. I want... different sweet. Oh, quality and noise goes up for the regular coffee machine. Couple coffee machines, and... food dispenser. We don't really need one of those. This is reception. We could put a reception desk in this little teeny tiny hallway. Which I actually don't see a desk for. Huh. Okay, what I do know is that we are going to need radiators. So what I want to do is go into utility, because this is going to need a gas boiler for the heating. And an air conditioning unit. This is our security desk. We put that in. I think we should. That would kind of be in a way. Not put that in yet. So we put the air conditioning unit on the roof. I think it has to be in a room, depending on which one we use. And then we put these around the rooms, and it automatically places them in. Batteries, so there's, I guess we have to pay a fee for power coming in. This is electric radiators. We could do electric instead of a boiler. So we are going to put these in each room, and the bar goes up when you have enough in the room. So if the bar was only half full, we obviously don't have enough. That's in here on the other room. It's also in here. So that room looks fine. Put one in here, we'll put one on the other side. We'll do the same for in here. And then we need stuff for cooling people down. So if I put a fan, it does a decent amount. Let's actually just do fans. Put one in here as well. Go back down here. Put them in the center of the rooms. Now, it has an error. What is the error? Staff is unable to reach the ceiling fan. Make sure nothing is in the way. So we can't have it above a desk, seems. If I move you over to here, are you fine? You are. Let's put 2 fans then, just to make it look uniform. That there, this here, because that brings us up to peak coldness if they need it to be colder. And then the bathroom's only gonna have one. This is fine, I think, this room. It is not fine, so let's add 2 in here. And I'm gonna place these in randomly and then move them. Grab you, put you over here, and you over here, you over here. And the last one goes here. Now, I forgot to put a fire alarm up here, so we'll put that in. We'll also put sprinkler system for only this room. And I realized that this one fan, I did not move. Or I did, and I placed it in the wrong spot. Put you here. Okay. That should be everything. If the rooms were bigger, they would require more air conditioning and heating, but they're relatively small rooms. Do we place in another staircase for security? A security room. I don't think we need to. I could put the security room or a desk in here. Move these tables into this room. Let's do that. I grab by holding shift. I just want these tables. Sure. It doesn't matter which way they're facing because the people can come to any side of this plate to get the food from it. Let's do security desk right here. It'll be weird being in this room, but at least our security people have a desk to go to. And then what I'm going to do downstairs is add surveillance cameras. Now, I kind of want them facing away, but I can't really do that without putting a wall somewhere. Can I add a wall right here and then get rid of a piece of wall? Doesn't look like it, and it also got rid of the whole room, the staircase, I mean. If I go like this and then destroy this wall, it still gets rid of the whole thing. How do I place one wall like you would in Sims? There's a sandy gas in chat if anyone wants one. Because I want to put the staircase here so they can get up there, but I want a surveillance camera facing away. What if I do yet another room? Destroy this wall. No, that gets rid of the whole thing. Okay, we can't do what I was trying to do. Or at least I don't know how to do it. So we'll just have that one security camera that should be able to catch the robbers when they come in. Now what I could do is place them in the individual rooms. But I don't know if that's going to affect our people. So we'll see if it affects them. I'm going to put them also in here to hopefully catch people robbing the kitchen. Everything else should be fine. If I get out of this and we press play, our money hasn't really been affected as I was putting everything in. So we could go into walls and decorate. Now it looks like we only have 3 different things here. 3 offices and the bathroom. If I go up here without that tool, can I right-click on the wall and then change it? Oh, I can. We can make it 100% our own thing. So we have exterior walls. We have different colors for each one. We have interior walls. And I'm guessing they all have different colors. But what I actually want to do is change it to being this. Is there a replace tool? That's room colors. That's not what I want. Select entire building. No, it doesn't look like it's a thing. But if I just click on it, apparently it does it. Okay, so if I click multiple rooms, it should do multiple at the same time. Look at that. It also painted the outside a little bit, which I'm fine with. So, what I want to do is put our coders in this building. I want our designers and artists in the blue. And then our marketing and service people in the red. Now that makes the outside look different for each one. And I also have these on the wrong things. If I re-click all these, we need to make them be the bathroom again. And then click out of it. And that shouldn't have changed us. It did not. So, what we're going to do in the center is just white walls, I guess. I don't really have an idea for what I'm doing. We'll just do white. Did that do the outside? It did do the outside. Okay. We have to make sure I'm on interior. Oh, what I could do is make it Bulbasaur's colors. Now, I don't remember the hex code for Bulbasaur at all times. We're going to go on Google and find out what the hex code was. That's the one. Okay. We are going to do... Put that down here. I think I have to get rid of this. And then it puts the green. There we go. Now, I don't want it to have the drywall. Is there a way to get rid of the drywall? Because right now it's just green. I don't want that material. If I apply it, and then we click on it again. Construction material, there we go. I want this. Green looks a little odd, but I'm okay with it. What we're gonna do next is... I think copy the outside of this wall. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that. So I'm gonna grab this and apply. Then we're gonna grab this room. We're gonna do just a try. Nope, that changed stuff on the inside of the room. Why aren't the inside of these rooms the regular green anymore? Did I not save the room? Okay, that's how it worked. So this room, I want to change the paint and the outside to being this. But that is what the inside of the room is. I guess I didn't copy this. Let's change the material first. So it's definitely this brick. What's this window? Let's do that, and then I forgot to apply it. Hit apply. When we go into paint and we do the exterior, this should be the correct color. Now that looks a little odd. So let's actually change it back to being this one. That looks different than the bottom one, so I think I need to do the secondary color. Okay. So that's what we're going to do for all the outside walls. I'm going to click on everyone, and then we're going to do this one piece at a time. We need this one, this, this, this. And since this is covered, it should be the same here, but it doesn't look like it's highlighting the entire room. If I grab that, I'm not sure if it grabbed it, but I think it did. And then we right click on the bathroom here. We want to change, not that. Not that. I got rid of everything. I clicked out of it. Do this again. Okay. Grab this door just in case, and I don't know if I needed to grab the windows, but I did anyway. And we right click, we go into room, apply, room, paint. You are this number. And then you are white. Apply. So now the building should look identical all around the building. One big brick building. And for some reason, these rooms don't have the interior that I wanted. Okay. And these rooms are different now. What in the... Why did they change? I guess because I changed the outside material? Because I want the inside to be that, but I don't want the outside to be that. So if I go exterior and change this to brick, does that change the inside? It doesn't. What in the world made it change earlier? Because now that I'm looking at it, it's not doing the change. Weird. Alright. Maybe it's because I did multiple changes at once. I probably misclicked somewhere. That's okay. And then our bathrooms. Should be everything. So if we do down here, bathroom. Apply the brick on the outside. Apply the color on the inside. Okay, bathroom looks fine now. Hallway looks fine. Kitchen and canteen look fine. The only thing that doesn't look fine is the coding room. That wipe out. There we go. Now everything is how I wanted it. So, next thing I need to figure out is, first not to do that. How in the world do I expand out? I feel like it's a thing I have to buy. Is M for no? This isn't the same thing. I definitely want an empty plot. But I want to be able to expand. And I remember there being a thing I had to buy in order to expand. I don't think it's anything down there. This is settings, we were just looking at it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna look at this so that I can Google it. Empty plot. I just wanted to make sure that I had the right spelling. Expand a plot by grabbing and dragging out the white signs at the edge of it. Expanding an empty plot of land is done by merging it with adjacent rooms or by purchasing a new plot. To merge, you need to ensure that's merging room. We already know. You can also expand your plot by grabbing and dragging the white signs at the edge of it. Space permitting, of course. I have no idea what signs they're talking about. I know we can expand the room like this. They were added back to Spain. Well, this is back in 2018. That might be outdated at this point. Some of the icons on the bottom right. What do you mean? Let's move company. That is not what I want. No ground floor. We know windows. We know lights. No furniture. Chairs, computer. Group together, they have tables together can be used for meetings. They were selected one table in the group, highlight below. The poor end control noise level. Yeah, we know that. So that's it? Or do I just have to click on this? Okay, so we can look at overlays for noise and other things. Okay, switch teams. Yeah, I'm done with this, actually. That's not at all what I wanted. Get rid of this room. We don't need that. There's supposed to be a thing that lets me expand out here. This land expansion thing is what I was looking at. You have to be doing within your plot boundaries. How do I expand my plot? That's what I'm trying to figure out. We have the bus stop there. That's nothing I can click on. I don't see any signs. These are just different things I don't think are helping me. Plots? There we go. I found it eventually. So we have the ability of buying this whole plot. We can also buy the different things like the parking. The only thing we can't do is move the roads. So the roads are always going to be here. But now that I know this is here, it looks like we can only buy the entire thing. We can't just buy like a small portion of it. I just wanted to know where that is, and it is part of the build tabs. Let's close this. Firebot open so I can actually see everyone. Okay, we can get out of this and start playing again. It is almost Saturday. Now, with it being nighttime, there's no lights in here at all. I think we should add some lights. I'm gonna add a few in the main hallway. Can they not be placed on the line? Okay. And I'm going to move this one guy over just one more so that it's mirrored. And this looks super bright in here, but that's because there's multiple lights. If I went to this tab, it doesn't look that way anymore. And the lights don't come on until someone is here. Let's press play. Get in the fast speed again. No, we should still have our... Oh, we don't. Okay, so we're going to hire cleaning, hire receptionist. And the rest we're gonna ignore. Oh, I forgot to put the different things around the tables. So I need computer, we need these. Different cubicle walls. We're gonna have to do this for every room. I wonder if I can drag and place them. I can't. I have to click on it each time. Last room. This will help with the people that are annoyed by noises. Now, there is one person in one of our teams that is going to be upset by just general noise, and we'll have to give them a pair of headphones. I don't remember who that is. I am still in this tab. So, what we want is to specify what rooms, what teams go in this room. This is going to be programmers only, so anyone that's not a programmer should leave it once we start. Oh, I just realized that the floors are different in these rooms. Huh. Neat. I want designers? No, I want artists here. So that they're next to coding. We'll put the designers over here, even though their room is the same as the artists. This will be our support team. If I go up here, this is going to be the marketing team. So, what I want to copy is actually this flooring. This flooring looks nice. If I bring the walls back up, are they still correct? They are, but the hallway is not. If I go in here and we don't do that, do this button. This is what I want. And we go down. And click on this one. We want interior, this one, apply, then paint. Interior, this one, there. Now the walls are the same. Whoa, outside is not what I want. We want the exterior color from this one. To be the same here. Don't know why it's like that. And then that's still white. Apply. Now, how do I do the flooring here? It's this one. It doesn't tell me what color it is. Floor, right here. If I grab that and apply, we can then go to each floor and change colors first. Did this one even change? It did, okay. So now the bathroom's going to stay the way that it is, but I want these rooms to be all the same. So I'm actually going to click on multiple. Since all four of these rooms should be the same. This one would be the different room. I think I already did this one now. Yes, I did. I didn't do this room. That's outside. This is the one we want to change. Okay. It doesn't seem like it messed up anything, so what I'm going to do is click on all the rooms that we need to change. And hope that when I change the material, it doesn't do anything weird. We want this floor. Apply. It changed the walls again. Why does it keep changing the walls? It should be this. Not that. So this is okay. This is okay. These two rooms are what they should be. And we're using the flooring from the two blue rooms, so they're what they should be. What isn't right is this one, and I want that image. Okay, so let's try and do this floor by itself. I want this to be colored to here. Alright, looking good so far. I need to grab the color from the exterior wall here, so that we can place it back in here. That's interior. We need to change what the outside material is. And then I can go in here, change the second color to being white. Okay. Everything should be identical yet again. The floors are all the same, the outside is all the same. Play. They should be all in the correct rooms now. We shouldn't get anyone complaining about being in the room with the wrong team. What I want is the opposite of what this is. So this is not the walls that we're looking at, but it's all the walls behind it. I want no walls behind it and only the front walls. I don't think that made sense, but what we're going to do is just play it like this. Continue on to the next day. Anything out? Oh, employee is hungry. We ignore these. Employees with the night owl trait. Given a night shift, compensation benefit will allow them to work at night without getting too cranky. So that's another thing we could do. We could have people working 24/7. Not one person working 24. We could have two teams of coders and one of them comes in at night. What I want to do is not that. Hire a cook. It comes in when everyone else does. What we didn't do is hire security. So we're gonna make this person come in at midnight. This person come in at 4 p.m. So that there's one security guard here at all times. The cook only has to be here at certain times of day. We're actually going to make this person come in a little bit later, so 10 to 2. Receptionist we don't need. We don't have a reception table. Cleaning person we do want in here. Do we want 2 cleaners because the floor is pretty dirty? Or are we fine with how it is right now? I think we're fine with how it is. I need to check on our products, which is not in the same thing again. We do it by type, and then we do release date, and by name. That's the way that I want it. Actually, no, let's do it by release date. So we want everything that is new on the bottom, so I can keep a check on that specifically. It is the last 4 is what we need to focus on. Yeah. Which none of them are being sold. Nobody bought whatever this is. Audio Mixer 3. Oh, right. Nobody really. Okay. Hopefully we can get through this operating system very quickly. What we can do is contract work in the next month. Skip to the next day. We're going to pause right now. I also just remembered that we need to offset these by like 1 hour so that the game pauses at midnight, being the hour before the security person comes in. And we want contract work. See what we can do. And we have a logistics application for 2 months. Gives us $88 if we do well on it. We'll do just this one, because I think this requires bug fixing at the end of it. I think it was game assets and embedded systems that does not. We'll have that going as well. Having a night shift group would also help with doing this constantly. Some of your electronics will be affected by heat, really? They can turn off the heat. This room's fine. They don't have too much heat. Actually, I don't know if that is a thing. Can there be too much heat in these rooms? Because I thought when the bar is full, that's how much we needed. I guess not. I have no idea. We'll ignore it for now. We'll just have someone come in and fix it every now and then. Which I probably should hire somebody to do that. That would be IT. IT will fix everything your maintenance stuff can't, such as computer servers and printers. What does maintenance do? Will ensure your building runs optimally by fixing your furniture. A good idea to keep them handy as they will repair things before they break. Oh! So furniture is like tables, chairs, and the refrigerator range and stuff like that. The IT support is all the electronical stuff. Okay. So, there's a Vigoroff in the chat. What I want to do is only call IT support. Because we're going to ignore it, needing the other stuff for now. The buses are filling up. Consider building parking. We'll be fine. So now it's the next month. I have 1 month left for this, so we're going to start that. Let's check on anything else. We have the website for quite a bit, but there's nothing really worth my while right now. We'll get the coding and artists on this so that they have something to do. Because right now they're just sitting here doing nothing. It's done, so let's promote it so that they can fix some bugs before it's time for me to send it out. Our designers are working on this. And it looks like we're getting a path of least resistance growing in the grass. That's something we can place in actual paths. Do we wait for this to get all the way completed? I mean, you're doing the 2D pretty quickly, it's just the other things aren't. Can I look at the details to see who's working where? I guess not when they're not here. Now, it looks like there's nobody with any stars in these. I don't know what that means. Oh, there's definitely people on each one. Okay, what I think we were seeing was that we didn't have enough people here at that time that I was looking at it originally. But it looks like they're all going into that specific area except for the ones that require stars. So everyone works in the 5 places that don't have stars. Only the people with these specific stars work in those other, which is why they're getting done quicker. Because that person doesn't have to focus on other things. 2 months overdue. I wasn't paying attention to that. We lost money on that. But we got astounding work for it. So let's do another one. And this time I will focus on it more. Start the next day. Then what we could do is buy this plot for parking, and then people could drive here. Some inventory broke and needs maintenance all of a sudden. One person wants to be educated. Let's do this by role. This way, and it looks like it's a support person. marketing instead, actually. Let's get you level 2 marketing, so you can do that press release with the images. And then I want to develop this. Not hire employee. About maintenance. Have them come in. It looks like we're losing reputation. We gained money there somehow. How did we gain money? Okay, this is still by order of when it got made. We sold a bunch of the video game. Last month, we sold all of them. Oh no, that's the amount being paid. We didn't sell anything in these two places. We sold a little bit of whatever that fourth one is. Need 6. We didn't sell any Troll Basher 2. Which, looking at these now, they actually only have a few active users, so let's cancel support on those 2 things. And we'll just keep going with what we're doing. I'm debating on sending this out before it's fully completed, but they are getting it done. It's just that people with specialty stars are working on too many things, so they can't really focus on one thing at a time. So this is now done. We're going to promote it because this is the last month for it. We have people that want different raises. We're going to accept all and close. This has to go out at the end of this month. Product has run out of stock, so we need more of the video game. Order copies. We want 5,000. And continue going. Oh, this has no bugs to fix, so we can send that out now. We got 70,000 just for that one task. Another person wants to be educated. Looks like it's a designer. So where do you want to go into? Do you have any 2 stars or anything? Wow, you are good in a lot of things. Let's put you in 3D. They're almost maxed out. Alright, skip to the next day. Get some contract work going. We can do website and logistics application together. The logistics application actually has quite a bit. Oh, and we also have a game asset. We could do both. Because I don't think they require any bug fixing. So at the end of the day, we'll send them out with whatever they have. Doing these might also be pulling back a little bit from operating 3. Fire inspection failed. We have to have fire alarms in each room above 20 squares. And we need sprinklers in every room? Really? This we did because we put sprinklers in the kitchen. In offices to protect your employees. Okay. So the 5 rooms are the 5 offices. And we just need fire alarms in every room that's more than 10 squares. Or in adjacent rooms if it is less than 10 squares. To alert the building when fire breaks out. If I click view and we pause, because we need to fix this. So everything that is red requires a sprinkler. So I will put one here. And if we go up here, everything needs a sprinkler. Gotcha. The little toilets do not require a sprinkler. So now if we go out of this and view this again, it should be different now. I guess it's not. What was the other thing they were saying? Fire alarm. Let's grab these. I want walls. Oh, the fire alarm is what makes the room red. Okay. These all need fire alarms. Okay, so everything is green. That should be better. Doesn't seem like anything is orange. So I guess everything is green because it passes. So if we had put the fire alarms in first, it would have turned orange so that we knew where to put the sprinklers. But because I put the sprinkler in first... Yeah, it turned green because I put the sprinklers in first. Let's put that sprinkler back in. And if we needed more than one sprinkler, it would have still stayed orange. So that means we... Looking at that. We didn't do good on the first one. How do I get out of this view now? That's an overlay. Let's turn that off. Okay, we can press play. End of today, we have to push these out through our programmers. It is now the end of today, so let's push these out. And we're going to look for a new contract. We have quite a few. Actually, we only have one that is a decent amount of money. I mean, these two are 60. So we could push them out as well, but I don't want to do too much for everyone here. Although these are the only things they're focusing on, so we could. I'll accept this one because it's 80,000. And let's get to the next day. It looks like they're done 2D work. Can't really tell. So this is done. This is almost done. There it is. You have no bugs to fix. Everyone's going home, so we'll pause. And that's not going to be finished until next month. Started this month now. We still have these two. We can do 2 game assets. I'm going to try to keep them only having 2 things to do each time. Start today. Once this gets to the blue, I'm going to send it out. So that can start getting its bugs fixed. This has to be done today. So let's develop these 2. Send this out. This has 1 more month to do bugs. We have a person that wants to be educated. That's another designer. What are you looking good at? You are not in audio. So we'll put you in audio so you can do some. And let's get to the next day. Is there any contract work we can take up that's decent? We have 60,000 here. Let's take that. It might be time for us to just push out the operating system before it's finished. We also, I think, need to just hire a maintenance person to come in every day. Another person wants to be educated. It's another designer. And you would be perfect in 3D. Alright, so they're getting this stuff done. It's just the artist working on that. We are going to promote and send that out. You also need to be developed. Next day, what contract work can we get? 2 game assets for a decent amount of money. We're gonna grab both of these. And this is actually pretty close now that they're done focusing on 2D. They're almost done system. Yes, I know some areas need to be maintenance. We're getting that. Oh, no bugs to fix. We can send these out. How is this getting... Because we're now below 2 million. I'm kind of concerned about that. And we go through about 1 iteration each day for these. So let's see what's on the list now. Another game asset. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, this has to be pushed out today. No bugs to fix. You can go out. So we only have 4 areas that need to be worked on. And system is pretty close to be completed. So in a little bit that should be done. Your electronics being affected by the heat. We're fine. As this gets to the line, I'm going to push them out regardless of what month they're at. No bugs to fix on that one. This isn't completed yet. You can be sent out though. Start the next day. What contract work can we get? Ooh, 4 months. A lot of money for these. Okay, we're doing... These are game assets. Oh, there's some hundreds here. There's a 300 for website. There's a 4-month for website. Okay, so we're doing better in a recognition, I mean. Alright, so we're gonna grab the embedded system for $300,000. And we'll focus on this one thing, let that be completed. And then we'll grab another thing, because this is going to take a lot of focusing. This could also be pushed out to being developed. So the designer's already focusing on that. Different errors going through. We ignore them for now. Looks like audio is completed. So they only have 2 things to do, which 3D rendering is almost done. It is now done. No, it's not. A little tiny bit left. Okay, you are being developed now. You should be pushed out. You're almost done. No bugs to fix. You can be pushed out completely. This has 1 more month. This still has 4 months, so we can spend enough time completing this. Product has run out of stock. I'm gonna guess it's the video game. Because the others don't seem to be selling much. We'll grab another 5,000. And let's continue to the next day. I wanted to see how difficult this is before we grab another one that's this amount. Now our 4th iteration of OS 3 is about to be completed because that's the only thing they're focusing on right now. It is done, so we're going to push this out. We're going to promote this. No bugs to fix, we can send that out. We are going to send out the release date and do a press release with just text. Let's see if we can finish this. We do have another month, so we can continue going through it. To the next day. More people are now in here. We can promote this. That's where it needed to be. And then we'll just fix bugs until we don't need to anymore. Our artists are almost completely done this, because it looks like the only thing it needed was 2D artists. But they're going to have nothing to do. Our marketing team almost completed the press release. That's good to see. Video game is still making quite a bit of money. Okay, our press release is completed, so we can send out and see what they say. Target demographic doesn't really know who we are. They've already started work on OS 3 and it's cutting edge. Press release is boring to look at, but it's got our full attention. Now, does that mean we have followers? It does. So if we have hype going at all times, we'll be able to do a few things and continuously get followers. Now, what I want to do is press build. Doesn't look bad. You will lose followers. Let's see how they think about this for right now. This has to be sent out this month. Let's do that now. And then here's our press or thing that other people do. I forget what it's called. Haven't really heard about this. Looks decent. It has all new features. Nice. Okay. I need to plan out what we're going to be creating next. I think we start the first iteration of our next game. The only issue is I don't think anyone is using our second operating system. Anyone using it? Active users. 244 people are actually using it, which means pretty soon this isn't going to have any users, our video game. And before we start doing all of this stuff, we need this to go out. Yeah, let's just make our next game. I need the folder open so we know what game we're... That's not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to click on this. Game. Not a role-playing game. It's this one. And right off the bat, there's 15% interest with nothing added to it. Okay, we don't want multiplayer. That isn't needed. Now, let's see what we can add before we get to no interest. 105, 120. Reverse Uno didn't do anything. These bring in quite a bit of extra stuff. Kinda want a little bit in everything. This looks perfect. Everything is interested, and there's only a little bit wasted interest. So something in here has a little bit of what they don't want. I'm gonna guess it's reverse Uno. This literally changes nothing about this. The shadows. Shadows is what takes it down 10%. Okay. What about facial animations? These actually bring it up even further. So if we take off shadows, we're down to 1% wasted interest. We'll go with that. We want the advanced, and we're going to H2. 2D editor. We want it by company so that we can see just our stuff. Paint 6. 3D editor. We don't have a 3D editor. Ooh. So let's do that first, since we haven't never made a 3D editor. But what we're going to do is put this on an operating system. OS 3. What does this... In development. Oh, we could put them on these for development as well. That's cool. I didn't know that. I thought it had to be released already. So the moment OS 3 goes out, this will also be part of that. That's pretty neat. Okay, back to... I want to stay in advance, but I want to see this. So we only have 2 things we can click on. We do all of these. Wasted interest, okay. So let's just keep adding things until we get to 100. It looks like they want all of this. What about any of this stuff? Doesn't look like they want any. Although we're not at 100, so what if we do this and then take a few things up? They want something in here. These bring it up to 100, but they're actually pretty far past it. If I put this in and then take stuff off of here. This off. That's at 100 now. Okay, so we have 152 on GPU rendering, and then we have 167 with sculpting. Now, if I were to take things off of here, they definitely want, well, they don't want hair simulation. They don't want procedural objects. What about this one? They don't want that either. So now if I go through these, does anything make the interest go up to 100? This is GPU rendering. That's 15%. That's 30%. We're going to go with GPU rendering. And that'll be what we do. Let's put this in development. You haven't picked a name for it. If we do just paint 3D. I think we should. Just for jokes. Paint 3D. Develop. Your product depends on other products which are still in development. You won't be able to release your product before those products have been released. Okay, so even if we finish programming this 3D editor completely through the coding and art, we can't send it out until this is completed. So hopefully we get this done quickly. Or if we get the operating system done quickly, I mean. We also forgot to look at contract work. Do we have anything very large? Income. We have an embedded system which requires us to also produce the items. So we're not going to do that. We have website, which we could do one of them. This does have extra things we have to do afterward. So we'll accept one and see how we do. We probably should accept one each day so that once we get 4 days into it, we have one thing being completed each day. That'll be a decent amount of money. I think that's what we'll start doing starting today. They are going through the 3D editor very quickly. I'm surprised. So we'll let them completely get to iteration 4. I'm going to push this into here. And then what we're going to do is lower the priority of our operating system. Or should we? We're going to accept all. Probably shouldn't do that. But I also don't want to edit this every time. But yeah, let's actually put it down to 4. We'll put the Paint 3D on a 3 when we get to that point. We are in the next day, and I wasn't paying attention. We have another website that we can do for a decent amount of money. So we'll start that. I want to know about our releases. We sold about 2,000 recently. We don't have to worry about that for a while. This is now at 500. That's Troll Basher 1. So we'll ignore that for now. We could do a press release on this to get a little bit of followers right away. Okay, we're at the next day. Let's develop this. This isn't completed yet, but it's close to being. We're now completely done with artists. We're only working on coding for this. We didn't finish one iteration of Paint 3D just yet. Let's see what other thing we can do for 4 months. We can do another embedded system. If we were to start our own factory, we could do these for quite a bit of money. So now we have 3 things. They should all be different months. Start the next day. Burglars are looting our premises. Now, they didn't get a lot because our security person. Looks like they only got that one chair. So we'll start the next day. Get everybody in here. Okay, this is completed, so we'll promote that and fix the bugs. Start of next month. Somebody wants to be educated. Looks like it's another marketing person. So we'll put you in level 2. There is a Couchu in chat. Contract work, is there anything for 4 months? There is not. You know what? Since it's 3 months, let's do anything. The highest price. Accept work. We'll see how we do with this. We're going to develop this. And continue. Start of the next day. This is our first time in a while that we've done a website. Which looks like it's getting done very quickly. Jeez. How is our 3D editor? It's doing pretty good. This is also doing good. We're losing followers, so we probably should do something else to get us followers. Let's do pictures in this one. Can I do level 3? You know what? I don't want to test that out until after we do the pictures. So we're doing another press release, this time with images. And we have 4 different companies here that we're doing stuff for. Computer's getting slow and needs to be looked at by IT staff. Don't we have an IT person? No, we don't. Maybe I should have someone here at all times for IT. Let's hire IT support. No, we do have someone for IT. No, that's the person that said immediate. Never mind, that's the person we just called in. We have maintenance here at all times. Let's do IT as well. They'll be here for 4 hours. We're going to develop this one. And these still have some time. And then let's see what we have for the next month. Any day now. Okay. We are heading for bankruptcy, which is very not good. I kind of want to send this out before it's finished. But then it won't be as good. What we really need to do is just amp up how quickly we're doing things. I could go all out and just hire more people. But then that will negatively affect us. Because we'll be paying more in terms of prices. Could I easily just copy this entire floor and then duplicate it up top? If I grabbed this. No. All segments? Select entire building. That's not what I... Select building floor. Is there a duplicate for this? No, there is not. So what I want to do is make 2 rooms per group. And then we can have people here at all times. Actually, what we could do right now is set up night shift groups. So we're constantly doing this stuff at all times, which will get things done even quicker. We'll be able to push it out faster. So let's set up new teams. Manage team. All right. Night programmers. Night artists. Night designers. Night support. And the 5th one is night marketing. So they're all roughly different colors. And what we need to do now is hire people for them. So what I want is hire employee. I want to do a lead person. Secondary role is programmer. Begin looking. We're going to do lowest salary first. Now, it says compatibility because we are in the marketing. If we go down to night programmers, it's not available. So we're just going to hire the first person. Close out of it. I'm going to do this 5 times, so it's the lead designer now. Begin looking. Change this. I already forgot if we're doing designer. Restart that. We were doing designers. So we got refunded because we just restarted the same people. So again, salary is lowest to highest. We'll grab this person. One more person. We go to artist this time. Failed finding any employees that fit that selected criteria. Try again next month. So there's nobody that's a lead person and an artist. So we will just do artist. Secondary role is leader. Can do that? No, we'll just do none. We'll grab the slowest person. And this has to be part of artist. Nope. Night artist. And we will just change the role later. What we're going to do is going to lead, and we need to do service twice. There's nobody in this criteria for that. Okay. The service, marketing, begin looking. You go into night marketing. And hire you. Get out of it. Go back in. You are going to be support. Look again. No new applicants found. So these are the only ones that were found. You go into night support. Hire you. These are now our 5 new lead people, which are going to be all 4. Night programming. Change roles. You are lead programmer. Done. You are lead designer. You are lead artist. And then both of these 2 people are lead marketing or lead service. Okay. Now we go back into hiring people, and this is the easier one. We just go programmer, no secondary role. Begin looking. We want this to be night programming so that we get the compatibility for them. We only have bad, very bad, or extremely bad. So obviously this is going to be the best ones for them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, everything else is very bad. 7, 8, 9, 10. We go here. We should have a bunch of people for night programming. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus the lead person is 10. Change all the roles. It seems oddly quiet without the music going. And last one. Okay, now what I want to do is manage this team since it has the full 10. And I want to make sure that they come in at 16. And what would be 8 hours after that? 24? Did he leave at midnight? Apparently they can't be here past 7. But doing it this way, I'm allowed to? Oh, it's not 24, it's 0. Gotcha. Okay, so they're not going to be able to do too much until we get their specialties up, but they will at least get us going longer, faster. So now, next thing we're going to do 10 in is designers. Go here, we'll get designers, no secondary task, begin looking. Change this to night designers. And we actually have some goods, look at that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to grab this and also make them come in at 16 or 8. No, one at 16. I can't make them come in at the same time that they're leaving. That makes sense. Okay, so that's what the entire group is going to be for. What we're going to do now is the roles for designers. It might be quicker if I do it from the bottom, because then we don't have to watch the animation for them moving around. Only 3 more to go. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. Close you. Okay, that's that group. We want night artists next. And then this one only needs 5 people because our artists for the daytime is only 5. So we're only going to hire 4 people. That one I meant to click on, but I should keep that open. You, artists, begin looking. No new applications, that's fine. We go in here, we only need the first 4 people that are good. Wow, look at that. We put them at artists by accident. Okay. You need to change teams. Oh, then they're not really people we want. They're gonna not be the same compatibility for the next team. It should be fine. It's just a shame now that I wasn't paying attention to that. Anyway, let's change the roles. Oh, they are an artist. We want them in artist. Okay, so we should have 5 artists both days. 10 in marketing, or not marketing, 10 in programming and designers. And then 5 people for support, 10 people for night marketing. Do service. It's already on support, so we're going to begin looking. This time we're going to make sure to click on the right thing. There is a Tim pool in chat. Now there's only 2 people. We're going to just hire both of them and not worry about it. That's not enough for what we need. But can I go into this again and it shows more people? No, failed to find any people that are service and support. We have to wait until the next month to try and get more. Let's do marketing next and see how many we get. We have a lot for marketing, though. Let's do night marketing. We have some good. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If that's all 10, go back into here. We now have to change them all to being support. Oops, you're a part designer. I have to change that in a little bit. It doesn't matter what group they're in now because they're all going to be marketing. Or they're all going to be support, so they're going to be in the right thing. It's just their team doesn't matter. Only 5 more to go. What does auto roll do? Does auto roll change them to being what they should be? Is that the quicker way of doing this? It looks like it is. I should have been doing that this whole time. So we have artists, we have night artists, we're night marketing. Why don't we have marketing first? This seems weird that they're all jumbled up like that. Oh, they're by role, not by team. If we went team-wise. I guess it's all the regular people first, the daytime. Oh no, it's alphabetical. Then why is programmers is P now? Okay. We're gonna do it by role though. So the teams are a little bit messed up there, but that's fine. Doesn't really make a difference. Now let's make sure that they come in at the correct times. Oops, it's too long. Now we do pay a little bit extra for them to be at night. Just for the... I don't know why, actually. But now that we have all this set up, we have to do extra room stuff here. So we are going to add a team. I guess switch team allows us to put 2 in it. It does allow us to put 2. Look at that. That makes this a little bit easier then. Switch team, this is the artist, so night artist wants to be there too. This is the designers, so night designers. This is the support team, I think it is. Look at that. night support there. And then up here, night marketing. So that's all the rooms sorted out. They share computers with people. That might mean that there is an hour in between when they come in and when the first group leaves, that they might not have anywhere to go that short amount of time, because it seems like they come here an hour early. So we might want to offset our people by an hour. So the first group comes in at 8, leaves at 2. No, 4. The second group, the night shift, comes in at 5. So that they're actually arriving at 4 when everyone's leaving, and then they can just start or something. What we need to do next is assign all these to having both of the groups, which won't take too long. As marketing. This is going to have 4 groups in it now. We have artists, programmers. This one is just night marketing. So is this. Oh, I went past them. Where'd they go? Oh, they're up here. Look at that. Okay, then we have all these. Well, I didn't mean to click develop. Alright, that's getting developed a little early. This needs artists and programmers. That wasn't fully completed. Fine, you need night marketing. You need the other 4. You need 2. You need these 2. And you need these 2. Okay. So we have all 4 of these set up correctly. This one has to go out today. This goes out tomorrow, then the next day, and then I think these 2 go out the same day since they say 2 months left. Let's go into contract work and get something going again. Let's do the embedded systems. That has the largest amount there. And this says that it has no followers because we released it too early there. We're doing a press release for LS3. We could do a press release for this. We didn't tell them the release date. Do that. Market, press, build. We apparently can't do that yet. Maybe because I have a pause and there's nobody here. So the new groups shouldn't come in until the end of this day. Yeah, everyone just came in at 7. Okay. Let's see if we can market this. We still can't. That's weird. I don't know why. I don't think it's because there was no marketing people here. Not given the option. Or the hype. It only did the release date. Quite odd. Anyway, let's finish this one. This could probably be promoted. Yes, it can. And you're going to be sent into development. We have our second group in now. And we want some raises, which are very large because they were very small in amounts. Like their salaries originally were small. They're requesting pretty much double what they want, or what they have. I'm going to accept it for now. And hope that we can push out some of this stuff a little bit quicker. This has to be completed now. We have a person that wants to be educated. Right, we can do more people for night support. Who wants to be educated? I'm not seeing the icon. Is it up further? Oh, it's our lead artist. Okay, let's put you in 2 stars for audio. And then while we're here, let's get the 3 people we need for support. Night support. We only need 2 people. So the normal and bad person here. Manage employees. Auto roll. Auto roll. So now we should have 5 in both of those teams. 5 artists, 5 artists, 5 support, 5 support, 10 in all of the other 3. Alright, let's continue and see if we can get stuff done. It doesn't look like coding is getting done anytime soon. That's because most of it is 2 stars. We don't have a lot of people that have any stars. It's going to be an issue. Press release for Paint 3D has gone out. We have some followers now. We're still doing a press release for OS 3. And we're still doing these. Hungry, can't find food, unhappy with their job. That's because we don't have a cook here at night. Press release. Sounds great, that's good. And we have complaints, so we're gonna ignore. And there are people that hate working night shifts. They're gonna be fine. Still heading from bankruptcy. Is there another contract that we can start right away? We have another 3-month one, a 4-month one, I mean. Let's start that. This has to go out this month, and so does this one. This is not good. Let's put this at 4. Our marketing team is taking quite a while to get done all this. Okay. Promote that, work on some of the bugs. And promote this early, fix some of those bugs as well. And develop this. And we're into the next day, so let's see what kind of contracts we can start. Hopefully the contracts will keep us floating for a little bit. Doesn't seem like it's going to. We're actually heading quite far into bankruptcy. Which is okay for the story. It just means that we didn't finish as far as I wanted to go. Let's keep going. I know I didn't start a new contract. I think we'll be fine. I might send out OS 3 early. I want them to finish the press release first, though. One month overdue. I wasn't paying attention to the date. This has to go out this month. I'm going to promote you and start getting the bugs fixed. We lost some money for doing these a month late. But we're fine. I am actually going to promote this now. It's not going to do as well as it would if we did it correctly. How is our game doing? We're still selling a little bit. I want to get some of our bugs taken care of. This needs to be October 2018, which would have been a few years from now. One month overdue. Again, I wasn't paying attention. We lost quite a bit of money for that. We can put this on a 5 now. Put you on a 5. Do we just go out with 4 bugs? And we need to let's release this now. I think it's still going up. Company is in debt. You have until September. We have next month. Oh, I didn't realize that we're in the negative. Okay, we're releasing these. It's not going to be very good in this. Although this is pretty good. We're gonna budget this 5,000, like usual. They do have the correct teams, which is good. And we're gonna order 20,000 copies. I can't afford that print. We can't order any copies. That's why it was on a 0 at first. So what that means is we have to push this out early. That's not going to be very good for us. We also need to start a new thing. Let's grab some more things here because they give us some money. Just to start out. And then we're going to spend all of that on ordering these copies. Hopefully, this got out of bankruptcy because at the start of the next month we should sell some of these. I'm not sure if it's going to work out that way though. I am slightly concerned about it. But all the support and marketing up front. There's a Vulpix in chat which had 2 noises. That's a Pokemon I don't think I have. Let's see if I can catch. Alright, and then all of these we have to try and get done very quickly. We obviously lose money on OS3 because it hasn't sold anything yet. But hopefully at the start of the next month, we should be fine. I'm going to promote these all being iteration 1. So that hopefully the start of the next month or the end of the next month, if we don't go bankrupt, we can push them out and get more money from them. Going bankrupt, do you want to let the game sell assets to avoid it? No. You went bankrupt in your account. So Pain 3 OS3 didn't save us. What does new company do? I think this means that we lost. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 AM to 12:30 PM EST, and on Saturdays from 10 AM to 2 PM EST.